My name is Roy Tasker, and I'm a professor of chemistry at Western Sydney University. I'll give you a brief preamble, followed by a question. The COP28 summit agreement is both the death knell for fossil fuels and the impetus to triple global renewable energy production and storage by 2030. I'm sure the shareholders here today want the NAB to profitably support both targets in our climate crisis. In NAB's 2023 climate report, in page 12, it states, as part of assessing its fossil fuel customers' climate transition plans, it will continue details about the customer's level of reliance on offsets over time and future technology developments. Reassuringly, the report further states that over-reliance on unproven technologies to meet reduction targets may, I repeat, may impact NAB's assessment of those transition plans. Now we know some of NAB's fossil fuel clients are planning to develop a carbon capture and storage project to abate emissions from their expansion projects. However, carbon capture and storage is high cost due to high design complexity and the need for customization, producing a very low value product like carbon dioxide. It's energy intense, only usually captures up to 90% of the carbon dioxide. And despite its long history, unproven at scale. The 3 billion Chevron Gorgon facility in WA, the most notable failure. Fatia Birol, Executive Director of the International Energy Agency, has said, oil and gas producers around the world need to make profound decisions about their future place in the global energy sector. The industry needs to commit to genuinely helping the world meet its energy needs and climate goals, which means letting go of the illusion that implausibly large amounts of carbon capture are a solution. So my question is, based on NAB's report and that of the International Energy Agency, does NAB consider carbon capture and storage to be an illegitimate and unproven emissions reduction strategy for companies developing new fossil fuel projects?
So let me, in fact, I think you made reference to COP28. I think COP28 is a major step forward because it's finally got, at a global level, the major countries that are reliant on fossil fuels to acknowledge that ongoing expansion of fossil fuels is completely inconsistent with what we're trying to achieve. I absolutely endorse that. I don't know enough about carbon capture and storage to be definitive, but even if it were successful, it can only be a partial mitigant for the existing carbon out there. There's no, from what I understand, there's no feasible way it could provide for offsets for continued use of fossil fuels. But it may well play a small role in helping take some of the carbon that's already been emitted out of the cycle. So I'm not expecting carbon capture and storage to be used as a significant abatement. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So the follow-up then is, can NAB remove the loophole phrase may in its transition plan expectation policy, where it says over-reliance on unproven technologies to meet emissions reduction targets may impact NAB's assessment of those transition plans?
And there are a lot of areas where we don't yet have technologies that we fully understand. I'll give an example, which is we don't know yet what the technology that's going to replace aviation fuel is. So there will be some uncertainties there. There's a lot of good work being done in cement about trying to come up with more carbon efficient forms of cement. Those technologies are likely to change through time, and of course steel production is one. So these are areas where we know that not everyone's going to have all the technologies sorted out before 2025, but we need to understand whether companies are operating with honest intent, are clear in their ambition, and are doing everything possible, and that's what we'll be looking for.
Thanks very much.